Welcome back to the Hit Show Podcast. I got two special guests in the building. Cleveland Showtime Holmes.
Yes, sir.
And I got my man Quake from the in the Lab with Rip show every Monday night.
Facts.
So shout out to In the Lab with Rip. Shout out to DJ Jack the Ripper, my man Cleveland. Tell them about your podcast.
It's called the Crosscast. Actually been doing that for a couple years. It's fun, you know. I kind of be taking breaks though, so that's one of those things that you got to catch it when you catch it. When I go, it's like in seasons. It's like seasons of it. I take little sessions off. And recently, I started the Brotherhoods of Sobriety, so you know, check that out on Facebook. Follow the page, like, subscribe. You know, something different for art demo. You know, something that we don't really hear too much about in art demo, and I think it's kind of hand in hand with what we about to talk about here today.
Gotcha. And my man Quake, tell them about the In the Lab with Mixed Rip show.
Man, it's been a blessing to be there every Monday night. Been doing it for about 2.5 years now. Just straight hip hop. We try to stay away from. That's why I'm kind of glad when I get to touch down on ones like this, the Hit Show and other ones. We usually just keep it, you know, straight hip hop, you know, to the music and whatnot. And so this is definitely one I was glad to sit in on tonight. And hopefully we'll get you, you know, you can bring that over to ours, you know, hopefully maybe later on tonight, you know, we get down every Monday night, 12703 Lorraine Avenue, Chef Carolyn's Exotic Cuisine. Come over to get you some good Caribbean food, enjoy the podcast, get in on it. You know, if you burn your little something, you know, they got the bar open, and just get in on the conversation, man. You know, we're hospitable hosts, man. We love everybody to come through and have a good time, man. Drink something and, you know, just relax and enjoy the show, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, but all right, we're going to get into it. Tonight's topic, we're going to talk about has hip-hop destroyed the black community? There's a video I found on TikTok, and this guy was on there talking about how hip-hop has done absolutely no good to the black community. But he was also talking about how the white man helped put that plan into effect to destroy the black community. I did post, and I got a lot of good comments from Quake, Cleveland, a lot of people, you know, on TikTok. And I think it's a good topic to talk about. And I'm going to start with Quake tonight because he's an artist and current artist, been an artist for a long time. And since he's in that field, I want to get his perspective on, does he feel like hip-hop has destroyed the black community?
First of all, like anytime I get asked a question like that, when, you know, I'm very sensitive and I take my hip-hop very personal as me being an artist. I have to break it down. And, you know, hip-hop itself, there's many different branches that you can break it down into. But if you're just talking about in general, I would say no, it has not destroyed the community. What it has done is it has painted a picture of the black community. But there's other pictures painted as well, but it is like one of the most common and consistent portrayals of the black community. It is a very influential, it's been said, it can be argued one of, if not the most influential genre of music that it is today. If you look at fashion, if you look at just the rappers themselves touching different avenues that we never thought that they would. So in a way, I feel like there's a lot that it's done. Like, if you just get into hip-hop just to rap, and that's cool and all. But if you get into it using it as a door to get into other opportunities, whether that be potting, whether that be fashion, whether that be movies, you know, a lot of rappers that have been successful doing movies, directing, whatever it may be, if that's, you know, it's all up to you and what level that you're at and what you're trying to get to. I will say it does paint a false, it not only say false because there are rappers that live these lives, but it's just one of those things where it's like this, they make it seem like this is one of the only ways when really it's one of the hardest ways to get out of, quote unquote, the hood or whatever you want to call it. Whether it being like, and we had to talk, I would say about a month ago, it was like rapping, being a rapper, an endangered species. Like, is it one of the, like, most dangerous, you know, quote unquote jobs there is to do nowadays. And to me, my thoughts on that has always been, it's all about what you want out of it and what you put into it. If you're putting in, the shoot 'em up, bang bang, the rowdy shit, you're gonna get that back. And we can look at some of the ones. I don't want to talk down on nobody, but some of the ones that have passed, and they were ones that rapped about the gun violence. They were the ones that rapped about the street life. They were the ones that felt that I guess they had to be still be in these neighborhoods. A lot of them got in their own neighborhoods, their own cities. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt the need, I don't know what it is, to still be there in these places, which is fine and it's cool if that's how you want to move. But so it's just about, the people that, I wouldn't say hip hop, no, but it does show you what goes on in these communities. So I can see how people that's not a part of the culture or not, involved in that could look from the outside in and see that it is destroying it. I mean, anything destroys anything. So I can't say it doesn't in some ways, but to say it has not done anything or it's completely or it's one of the main reasons, I can't get down with that. So
Understood. So what I'll say off of that is one of the big things you said pretty much was the energy they put into the music.
Yeah.
I don't think hip hop destroyed the black community because the black community was already pretty much destroyed by the time hip hop came out. But I will say some of the negative energy they put into the music does influence the people that listen to it, especially if they're already in those conditions they're talking about. It just enhances what's going on around them, and it enhances their involvement in what they're talking about.
There's another part to that, too. I forgot to say. It just lost my mind if I was speaking, though. But there is also, like you said, the man said, there's also agenda that has been pushed since the beginning. Yes, we want the music to be real. Like some of the best music we feel comes from the heart, and it's the real from the ones that are really, we felt that actually lived those lives. We talk down on the ones that lie or pretend they lived a life and rap about stuff they didn't do. So at the same time, there is an agenda being pushed because this is what sells. The guns, the violence, and the drugs, that's what sells. We once talked about on my show about how do we get rid of that, or like there ever come a day you can't ever take that out of the music because that's our lives. You want us the same way I look out my windows and I can see this, that, and the other. They may look outside their windows and see drugs, sex, and violence, and they rap about this. And us being hip-hop fans, that's what we want. We want that realness. I mean, one of the biggest artists is Drake, and for a while, for years, I don't know if he still don't live this down yet, it was said that they was writing or he didn't do this or do that. They was getting on him about that, and other ones too. If they feel you don't live that life, that's why I feel like a lot of them, they get in trouble too, to get this clout. You can't be like, oh, he ain't did this or did that. Well, look, he went to court, he went to jail. It's right there,
But this is the thing. When we talk about music, music is an art form. So if you're an artist, say let's take somebody who paints pictures.
Right.
The person might paint a picture of somebody murdering somebody or doing something that they've never done, but as an artist, they're expressing themselves how they feel. You don't know how this artist is feeling that day either, though. In their storytelling, a lot of artists are storytellers. Maybe they seen this, or somebody told them something that happened, and they put it into a music form. So we can't say, even though you didn't live that life, he might have seen it, or he's making up a story, because music is an art form. And I think we forget that because of the people that really live that life can talk about it, but people that don't live that life, that seen it and heard about it, they can put it into a music form also. But you got to remember that person might not be the person doing the act. They just seen it or heard about it. And I think we forget that sometimes when it comes to hip hop. I got to get Cleveland's perspective on it.
I was real patient. I ain't want to interrupt nobody because everybody was sounding real nice. Y'all had some real good shit. I'm kind of with y'all, and then there's another part of me that's kind of leaning more towards the other side. And by the other side, I mean, I feel like in today's society, hip-hop is a huge factor in pretty much the detriment of the black community.
Okay.
Because
I can get with that.
Now, while we are aware of other things like racism, systematic shit,
Right.
that goes into, like you saying, it's an agenda getting pushed. It is, but we're giving them the ammo. We're giving it to them.
We're the ones that are helping.
So it's like if we see all these flaws in the game, and as opposed to educating ourselves on, okay, let's figure out how to circumvent, because nowadays it's so much information passed that if everybody made a concerted effort to get some shit changed, we could get it changed probably quickly, or it'd be a all out civil war or something. And I don't think anybody would want that. So it would be in everybody's best interest to go ahead and fix the problem.
Right.
But instead, our biggest stars are the ones that's pretty much telling you, don't be shit, go do drugs, go get high.
Yep.
Fuck that bitch. I love my niggas, which is weird in itself.
Weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not pushing a homosexual agenda,
right.
why are you saying fuck this bitch and I love my niggas?
It's definitely
no,
being pushed.
my woman, like you live in the house with me. If it's fuck anybody, it's somebody outside. It's not you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like we perpetuating all the stuff that is in place to keep us down. Like we promoting going to prison. Like you know, cats that I know, niggas wear prison numbers like a badge of honor. Like, man, I've been down the road 4 times, nigga. I did hard time. When in all actuality, nigga, I've been down the road. Being locked up is some of the easiest time you gonna do. You ain't got to think. You already know what you about to do today. You ain't got to figure out where your next meal coming from. They about to give you this shit. It might not be what you choose, but you ain't even got to worry. You ain't even got to think about what you're gonna eat. That shit is easy. Any problems people got going on outside, you can't do shit about it. It's easy.
Right.
The hardest part is like, damn, I miss my friends. I miss my kids. I miss my mom. Well, you ain't missed them motherfuckers when you was getting locked up. So really, you don't even care that much. The hard part is not getting locked up. That's literally the most unexclusive club ever.
Yeah, it is.
They will let anybody in. Anybody can go to jail. It don't matter. That is not exclusive. I don't know why we promote that shit like it's fly. Like, oh man, nigga, I've been down the road and I did hard time. Nigga, you got in a club that is anybody can get in. Like, we could walk out of here right now and go get arrested. Easy. The police station across the fucking street. We can go get arrested right now. I've been in that police station a bunch of times doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And our music perpetuates that, as opposed to the happy music, the rap, like back when rap first came around. Now hip hop at its core was not as destructive as it is now. Right now, the main shit that's going on, and even I heard y'all make a mention of Drake. Drake, you know why Drake was so fly at first? Because he wasn't rapping about none of that gangster shit. That's why I thought Drake was fly, because I'm like, wow.
He really didn't.
I had just started going to Tri-C.
Really
I had just stopped selling crack and shit. So I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to change my life. This nigga caught me right at that time.
Him and Cole and
I'm going to college. Yeah. Look, I started going to Tri-C. I got a GED and went to Tri-C to avoid going to DYS.
Right.
I didn't do that shit because I was just a scholar. I was just smart enough to get a GED and sign up for community college and get a fucking Pell Grant. Like that shit didn't really take smarts. I just had to be GED smart to do that. But I caught wind of these rappers that wasn't peddling none of the shit that I was living 6 months prior. So that's why Drake was fly. And the reason I don't really listen to Drake nowadays is because now it's like he going in reverse. Now he rapping like a tough guy. He talking about he just recently started rapping about popping pills.
Bodies and
like dog, who gets 40? Who gets 35 and starts popping pills? Like, you supposed to did that shit when you was 20. I quit popping pills in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is 35 and starts popping pills?
To me, it's like, and it's been said on our show, it's like, well, that's what they want to hear. And it's like, that ain't necessarily what they want to hear. They just on the shit that they're talking about. Like, that's what...
If I keep saying the same thing over and over to you, you're going to get numb to it and you're going to accept it. Even as a grown adult, if I saw you every day and I said the same thing to you every day, it might have pissed you off the first day. And then every time I see you, I say it to you. Matter of fact, I say it to you 10 times a day. Eventually, that shit ain't even going to bother you. You're just going to be like, and this shit, you might even start fucking around and agreeing with it. Like, yeah, I am a piece of shit. Cleve been saying that shit every day for the last 10 years.
So what they call that mental? What is that?
It's programming. It's programming.
Manipulation.
When we hear certain music, and that's good because they know there's certain music that we're not going to like, but what they do is feed it to us so much we're gonna learn to like it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not knocking Sexy Red because when I start listening, I'm like, okay, that's her audience. I didn't like it, but it hit me at a certain time when I was out of town in New Orleans, and I'm in the middle of nothing but the ratchet.
You see them hoes
And
going
then
crazy.
When I hear it, then I'm like, I understand it
Her
now.
booty hole is
See,
brown.
but that's the thing, though. But that's the thing. See, what I mean by as far as agenda, not just, of course, there's agenda being pushed, but at the same time, like if there wasn't a market for the music, then it wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
We the consumers, nobody's gonna stop listening to that. Nobody's gonna go out and encourage anybody to stop listening to that. You know what I'm saying? So the artists, they're not gonna turn that corner because in the end of the day, it's gonna take bread away from them. This is how they feeding their family. I get it. 100%. I get it. This is how they feeding their families. A lot of them ain't had shit. Like they finally got a little bread in their pocket. They able to take care of this person, that person. I promised them this. So they doing whatever and they gonna go ahead and say whatever. Whether they popping the pills or not, they still gonna make that music though if that's what's paying them bills.
But see, it's people that's paying bills that's not even mainstream rappers.
Right,
They not even part of the machine, and they allowed to just kind of kick their shit however they want.
Right.
J. Cole is like a phenomenon where he made it to mainstream, but he's still not necessarily promoting the same shit. When he do talk about it, he might make little references here and there, but not enough that's gonna have you. If Cole is the only nigga you listening to, you're not about to run outside and shoot nobody. You're not gonna feel like it. You're not gonna feel like I want to go out here and get high.
Cole's also said he never wanted to get, you know what I'm saying?
But he got there.
If he, I feel like if he another step could still have been taken, he still don't get the respect I feel from a lot of people that he should.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying.
I feel like he's getting it nowadays. It just took way longer. With Drake been Drake this whole time,
right.
But now all of a sudden, you like. Now you
Cole
buddying
wasn't
with Cole.
affiliated. Drake, he took the avenue and affiliated himself.
Drake is part of the machine. He see what the
Right.
fuck going on, and with the way that music is set up now, you niggas not gonna eat for real. So he getting with the nigga who got the fan base. Cole's fan base is different. Them niggas
Right.
is gonna support because he been the same the
Right.
whole
The
time.
whole time.
And we understand like we gotta save this nigga. Or we gonna be stuck with
Protect him at all costs.
Or we gonna be right. Or we gonna be stuck with niggas that's gonna ride our backs. You gonna ride with us like Drake did. He rode with us the whole way. You know, oh yeah, backpack rapper, da 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 da. Nigga,
yeah.
I'm on some calm, positive shit. You know, if you diss me, you never hear a reply for it.
Right.
And now every other day I'm hearing you talking shit, busting shots at nigga, which is fine. You know, be a man. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with standing up for yourself if somebody
Right.
say some shit to you. But I'm hearing you rapping about popping pills. You sounding real gangster, mob bosses and shit. Like, but you talk with 10 different accents. You know what I'm saying? Like I see him as a nigga that's like, now I don't want to make it sound like I'm a Drake hater because I'm not. I listen to the nigga.
Right.
Maybe not his new shit.
Right,
But
me neither.
Drake, the nigga great at what he does.
Right. Clearly.
But back to the topic, if is hip hop destroying? It's destroying this nigga. Look at this nigga. You seen him lately? Nigga running around with rainbow clips in his hair and shit, and weird clothes, and talking about popping pills, and now you want to
that
kick
goes
it with
back
all
to the
these
point
little
you
ass
made
kids.
about what it's doing now.
Yeah, it's fucking him up, man. I'm looking at this nigga like you based off of the
succumb
mindset
to
that you presented to me in the beginning, you can't be happy right now.
Is he trying to
Succumb to
stay
it.
relevant when he's kicking it with the kids?
Even if
I don't think he would need to. He don't need to. That's the whole. I think that's part of the thing. Like he don't need to do that.
the natural progression of an adult, you gonna get
going
wiser
backwards.
and you gonna get smarter. Even if you was really living that life, you gonna get older and you gonna kind of be like, y'all niggas chill. Y'all need to do this, man. Worry about the money. You gonna get like Jay-Z, you know, nigga, start owning your own. Nigga, buy your block, man. I bought a house in Dumbo. It was worth $3 million. Now
And
it's
they
worth
hate-
$10 million.
Yeah,
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you gonna get to like trying to preach some shit to
And
these
that's
niggas.
what they trying to hate on. Like, he old and why is he rapping? What is you supposed to do? Like,
Yeah.
Here's the thing with hip hop, and here's the thing with any type of, if you want to say a GOAT list or anything like that, whether this be basketball, whether this be whatever thing, to me, everything is like opinions. You know what I'm saying? Until they come up with a Bible or something where it's like, okay, this, and this is the criteria, everything is opinion. So it's like one day you got the one saying like, oh, he's he rapping gangster, but now I feel that he's catered way more to the ladies than what he did at first.
Who, Ho? Drake.
You know what I'm saying? But there's something that you say that he's like being more, not gonna say gangster, but like more the street. You know what I'm saying? Like it just all depends
catered
on what
to the ladies.
Well, I knew that, but I'm saying like I felt like it's definitely like I fucked with him. Like at the beginning, I don't think it was like that to the ladies. He had best I ever had, but it wasn't like
a woman got me hip to Drake. My
this
homie
nigga got me hip to Drake. You came home from Louisville to Louisville the one time, man. Like
I was at Tri-C. This was what, 08, 09, 08. A girl gave me
I can see
the
that.
So Far Gone mixtape.
Yep.
She like, you hip
That's
to
where he
Drake? I'm
brought-
like,
that's
no,
where-
what's
That's
that?
where he brought me.
She bought me the So Far Gone mixtape.
I mean, I if you put it, yeah, he was. That's what he started doing, the singing. Yeah,
It's a bunch of singy shit on there.
He
Like
started,
that's really his core fan base for
So
real.
I feel,
His
see, I
core
can
fan
feel
base
what
is
you're
women.
saying. That's why I can feel what you're saying. Like now, what is happening? It's like to me.
That's why you ain't fuck with him back in the day, because he was on that singy songy shit.
But
you like rap.
I see, but he did. See, he did a little bit. I will say the ones that I messed with was the ones where he rapped rap. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? He had the joints for the ladies where he's saying on there. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you get to be that big, because you could do something for everybody. But he was never catering to the hood. It was. I'm catered to women and I cater to men.
Now he got them.
Now you catering to a specific kind of man, because you trying to include this type of man as opposed to just let me say something that speaks to men. Where you got somebody you got somebody like Cole that's I just want to speak to men. I'm not going for a type of man. Like I'm not going for the hood man. If you had to pick a type of man, it's a man that give a fuck about his life. And you could be like that in the hood. You could be like that in the burbs. It's just not going to get you a bunch of radio play, because the radio is really like some hood shit unless you listening to the white station. Or not, I ain't even going to say the white station. I'm going to say the pop station. If you either listen to the pop station or you listen to the urban station. And usually the pop station is what the white kids listen to, and the urban station is where the black kids listen to. And the urban station have a bunch of nonsense on it. It's a bunch of nonsense. And it's all...
Just turn it on for 5 minutes, man.
It's all self-destructive. It's all self-destructive. Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees.
I like that though.
That's what I'm saying. And there's a market for it.
It got a bop to it.
There's a market for it.
We had Uncle Luke though. Remember Uncle Luke?
I ain't saying that nigga was insane.
He just answering the question.
I'm
That's
saying
all.
you say
he
is
answering the
hip hop
question.
fucking up the black community? Yes, because look at what we like
But
that.
you gotta
That's a
think,
bop.
That's something. That's a certain environment you play that in. You enjoy that.
But
That-
still.
that's not something that you're gonna listen to at church. That's something
What
at the
happens in those
club.
environments, though? Some
I put it like
destructive
this.
shit goes on
I
in
put
those
it like
type of
this.
environments.
I participate in the ratchet, so don't let me get in
Right.
here and be like, oh, that nigga. I'm low key a hypocrite right now.
Right.
But I'm coming out of it. I'm becoming a better human. And as I'm talking, I'm starting to hold myself accountable for things that I do or have done. And now my music choice, if you look at my playlist on my phone, I got a gym one that got the bullshit on it. When I'm in the gym, nigga, I want to listen to Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up because I'm lifting heavy weights and shit. My chilling one, that shit mostly R&B, and it's probably shit you don't normally listen to. I know none of it come on the radio.
Right.
Cause I don't even like to take in too much of that shit no more.
Right. You can control what you.
Yeah, I notice my mood change. If I listen to too much gangster shit, my mood change. I want to go outside and slap a nigga. And it's like, why? I don't even got no beef.
So that's where it starts then. It starts with us. Once
Exactly.
And we said it on our show too. It's like we the consumer, like they doing this shit for us. Like if But nobody's ever going but again, what the culture of hip hop has always been the realness, and it's like, and that's just part of it. You're not gonna get the destructiveness out of it. But because it me and you, the three of us in this room today, we decide we ain't gonna listen to none of that shit today. That's three of us. You know what I'm saying? It takes more than that, but I still don't even see it. I still just always gonna be a market for it.
But here's the kicker. Like, look at this. Our parents, at once upon a time, they listened to some bullshit.
Right.
As they got older, they like, I can't even listen. I can't even understand what they saying. They speaking the same message as the bullshit you used to listen to, but you get older and you kick that shit to the side. You like, all right, I still know the bullshit I know, right. But now you know October London get to singing, and you like, what's that?
Right.
We gravitating towards something else when we know something different. The main consumers of the hip hop music is young people. So that's why you got a Drake reaching back for the kids. Okay, how can I stay with the kids?
Yeah,
you got to spit the bullshit, and that's what the machine is gonna fund. So really, it's not an attack on us. By the time we get to this age, we done already caught our felonies, caught our bodies, we done fucked our lives up and everything.
Right.
We already fucked up. So now we
fucking up the youth. Yeah.
And it's leaving fucked up adults. Like for all intents and purposes, I'm a fucked up adult. For all intents and purposes, I got felonies. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. Now I got some other shit to balance it out. But for all intents and purposes, that shit worked. Your plan worked on me. It worked. I got a son that I had when I was 16 that he grew up with me in and out of the house. So he didn't just have a stable father figure the entirety of his life. I made sure our relationship was good. Thank you to my dad for teaching me how to do that. But for all intents and purposes, your music worked on me. It worked on me. So I'm like, I didn't learn how to go sell crack from my dad. He didn't do that shit. I learned that shit from music. I learned that shit from music and outside. People that was listening to the same music I was listening to. Ain't nobody in my house cook no crack.
Right.
I went outside and found that shit. Because I heard it on the music. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, nigga, D-Block, Dipset, all that.
They got the recipe right there.
You know what I'm saying?
They got the whole recipe.
Yeah, I want to be cool too. I think I'm a cool nigga. I'm used to people being receptive to me ever since I was a kid. So when we get older, I want to do what's cool. I identify with cool. What's cool?
Was it the music that influenced you to do those things, or do you think, or was it the people you were around? Because we do kind of blame hip hop.
I think it was a combination of all of that. But the people I was around was listening to the same music I was listening to. Now I'm not gonna say 100%. The music made me sell crack. No, but that shit definitely was a major influence on that.
It wasn't a deterrent for you selling
no,
crack.
It make the shit sound cool. Right. Like, nigga, you ain't
riding
that nigga.
around, you got the money, you got all the bitches or
whatever. The girl I like think that nigga cool. You know what?
She in the dope man's car.
And then, throw in some, it's some shit I want that my parents can't afford. Oh, now I'm struggling.
Right.
I got to go sell some crack. It's like, nigga, put them Reeboks on, man. You don't need the fucking Jordans. Put the Reeboks on, go to school. Or if you really need some money, go get a fucking job.
Yeah, but that's us thinking as 30, almost 40-year-old grown men. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing we can do is reach back and try to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my son, he come to me like I'm so glad he listened to what I listen to, man. Like, he come to me, he be hitting me up like some of my favorite artists. Did you know, before I can even get up on Friday mornings, so-and-so dropped. Did you get, no, I ain't got to it yet. I ain't even opened my eyes, but then he got the stuff that his mom listened to, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, he knows better, you know what I'm saying? But it's all up to us to try to, teach what we can. But at the end of the day, man, it's just.
When, corny shit. Spider-Man with Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. The consumers, for the most part, that the media market is reaching for is young, dumb people. They're dumb. The consumer is dumb. They're going to take whatever you feed into them until they learn better. Then you got to actually give them quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, young me used to love these fucking Timberland boots. Me at this age, this is the last pair of Timberlands I'm going to ever buy. Why? Because they cost too much to need a Dr. Scholl's in them. That's just
Right.
Young dumb me. I got so much in love with these. It took me to get 33 years old to realize I'm never buying another pair of these. Once this pair is done, I'm never buying another pair. Because for $200-something, this motherfucker should be a comfortable ass boot.
You could go to Walmart and get the Mountaineers.
You moving your foot around
And put
in
your
them,
Dr.
trying to
Scholl
get
in
it,
them.
you know.
You feel me? If I need to put a Dr. Scholl in this boot, it should be a lot cheaper than this. This motherfucker should be $30.
Dr. Scholl's ain't cheap they damn self. So,
But you know what's crazy talking about the shoes, because we're talking about how hip hop destroyed the black community. This thing we didn't discuss this. How many people, right, in the music talked about Jordans wore Jordans? How many people been killed over Jordans? And that's happened a lot in the hip hop. The hip hop community made the Jordan brand popular.
Well, George, basketball did that. There's a
Now,
lot more
music
basketball fans.
influenced
There's a lot more
Jordans a
basketball
lot because the
fans
rappers
than rap fans.
rappers talked about Jordans in every song,
Right.
in the videos.
It's more basketball fans than rap fans, but it's more niggas listening to rap wearing Jordans than anywhere else.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I can't argue that. Yeah, I give you that 100%.
Rap music is the rap music sells everything. They sell everything. Hennessy not even that good, bro. I quit drinking. You know, Brotherhood of Sobriety. Check us out. But when I used to drink, give me some hen. By the time I quit drinking, I realized it's
What
other
is
dark
it?
shit that tastes way better.
Just like gin. Gin is trifling.
Gin is trifling.
The worst thing you can drink. All it does is make you thirsty. That's all it did.
Well, that's all that shit. All that shit dehydrates.
Not like gin. Gin is extra dry and it just makes you hot and gives you cotton mouth. I never understood the whole.
I got hit
gin
by a
and juice
car off
thing.
gin
Oh well.
and got up. It was trying to fight.
Well, it worked.
Yeah, I was Superman off the gin and juice. Well, off the Seagram's gin, the bumpy face.
They got your ass.
hit me with a car. I got up talking shit, mother.
Hit him again.
But
Where's the nigga at now?
Right.
with the material things, and I would say things we consume, hip hop has had a strong influence. Alcohol, drugs, clothes, and a lot of people, especially when you go into these neighborhoods, these low income neighborhoods, the kids bully other kids when they don't have these certain things they talk about in these songs. And that's one thing we ain't got around to. You know, a lot of these kids that go to school, if they don't have Jordans or name brand clothes, they're seeing it on TV. Their favorite rappers wear it. They see it in the videos on Instagram. Now we got social media. And they get bullied because their outfit might come from TJ Maxx, or their shoes, like you said, they might be wearing Reeboks and not Jordans. And I think that is a very negative part of hip hop to me.
Yeah. Most popular hip hop, like shit that you gonna really get force fed, is not none of the positive shit. You got cats that sell out shows.
Right.
They don't play on the radio,
Right.
which is crazy to me. Why the fuck you don't hear a Kendrick song on the radio? Why you don't hear a J. Cole song on the radio?
You hear them, but you know it's usually
It's
the
a feature.
features or like the bangers that they put on the album. It's not the more serious joints like the
Or it's the little dancey shit that nigga work out.
Let
man.
Go My Hands on the albums and joints like that, or Let Go My Hand. Oh, that was
Man, that whole album, nothing hit the radio off that. And the punchline that got highlighted the most off that was the Mario. Put the M on your head.
You Luigi brother.
That's
now,
the one
right?
everybody popped off.
If the beef do come around, I put an M right on your head. You Luigi brother now. Like,
Niggas like, did y'all not hear nothing else on the song? I mean, or nothing else on the whole album? It's a whole album, and that was the only thing that really got like highlighted.
I'm so glad he never like just made
and took
because
that.
he was close. You could hear it. Like I think it was. I want to say the what album was it? I want to say like I don't want to say it was Born Center. Yeah, I would say Born Center had like a lot of shit that could have been like radio, like commercial and shit. That was the one that had the joint with Miguel on there, the Power Trip joint. It had like a lot of bangers that could have been, but it was still like
He still had his content matter.
so I said he could have went right then and there, but it was like that was his second his second album. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there, he could have made that, and he didn't. I'm so glad he didn't. Man.
Yeah, me too. Because
Well, that's because he has a true. He's loyal to
Plus,
his
he was in
fan
a good
base.
position too.
But he's loyal to his fan base.
A lot of artists, they have to take that turn.
Well,
See,
he was loyal to himself.
Right.
Fuck the fan base. Because your fan base, you going to have a different
gonna
fan
listen to-
base depending on what it is you doing.
But when he came out with hits though. The swimming pools and all that.
No, you talking about
that-
Kendrick.
yeah.
That was Kendrick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we talking about Cole.
No.
but-
Oh no.
And even swimming
even
pools
Swimming
with
Pools,
Kendrick,
Miracle
that's not even like a song about. He not really telling you get drunk. He talking about somebody with a fucking alcohol problem.
Yeah.
Right. Don't open your mind up and listen to me, Kendrick.
But see, Cole and
I'm in your
Kendrick.
conscience if you not hear me to you.
Yeah, he just dressed it up in a way that was digestible by the fucking alcoholic.
When
They
you
like,
got-
yeah, drink.
When you got fan bases like J. Cole and Kendrick, though, you know, certain artists don't have to change because they have a loyal fan base,
And how they get it?
being themselves and not changing.
So it's like
It's
all
staying
you niggas
consistent.
could do that. Everybody could
No,
do
they
that.
can't because if you get
See, but a lot
signed,
of them come out. If you come out with that gangster thug stuff, though, like, see, another thing we talk about on the show is like rappers like Pusha T or Jeezy, like are they ones that have to like because they like pushing, they gotta be pushing like 50s now, right? And they still, you know what I'm saying? Like is there a point like, or can they even make the transition? Like at this point in their careers, like would it hurt them too bad?
Pusha T is
listen to
is
the
an
name.
anomaly. He's an anomaly in the sense of he
lyrical
talking that
and
shit,
shit.
but nobody listens to him for that. We listen to him because he can rap.
That
And
is
he
true.
just so happened to
That
be
is
doing.
true because
he-
I ain't never sold shit, but I'll bang his shit all day.
He one of those. He one of those that when you out trapping, you not listening to Pusha T. When you a hip hop
Okay, I get
fan,
what
you
you're
listening to Pusha T. He actually
Okay.
he uses the art in it.
You talking like the money
The
bag
storytelling.
or somebody like that you listening to then, like a
Yeah,
Moneybagg
you
Yo or
listening to
Yo
that.
Gotti,
Yo
or
got Gucci.
Okay, I
You know
get
what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
You listening to
It's not
to
even
them.
a T.I. Like we all, you know, not even a T.I. is when you listening to when you out
Yeah,
there.
cause T.I. get busy for real. He can
T.I.
rap.
one of the niggas you listen to after you done sold the crack. You at the crib counting the money now. T.I. that's who you gonna throw on after you done sold the shit. Not, you know.
Cause T.I. too much of a thinker. So as he got older, I could see why he don't be dropping music like that now. Cause it's
Right.
like, nigga, you think too much. And
Right, and we
it ain't
see
even
you at-
it ain't gonna make you feel right to just go out here and spout off a bunch of bullshit because you know too much. And
Right.
I
Right.
low key think T.I. a real nigga. So it's
I
like you
believe so.
can't even really get down for real. Like he probably could only rap every now and then. Where like you gotta be feeling it like and put some shit out. Cause for real, you can't rap like that no more. Not for real. No, he got the ability.
Oh,
It's just like you-
Well, then the next one coming out is supposed to be his last project, but he done drop something every year, bro.
Yeah, but he
Since-
talking about like the foundation, the trap and stuff. Like you're not
Oh,
doing
no,
it
no,
no
no,
more.
he not doing that.
He
No,
can't
no.
bump it like that.
No.
'Cause at least
What he does now, he does like the TED Talk stuff. Like, let me tell you what I went through, so you ain't got to do it. Type.
and that's
But
fire.
different than- yeah.
That's fire. That's
Yeah.
a completely different thing
Right.
than me glorifying.
Right,
Yeah, nigga,
Like a
saying I'm
Jeezy.
still in the streets.
like a Jeezy, man. I
I
feel like
Jeezy.
the last one. Everybody was so on the last one he dropped, and I'm like, it's the same shit as the last one, the same shit as the last. Now me and him go at it all the time about Jeezy and Gucci. But what I'm saying is like this last one, I was like, what? I listened to it. I'm like, what are y'all? It's the same. The beast was fire, and I feel
I
what
got
he's
halfway
saying,
through it. I
but it's
liked
the
it.
same shit.
Yeah, I liked it because it's Jeezy. I got to, Jeezy part of my younger
Part of your
days. So
shit.
so it's nostalgic
You
for
probably
me.
was listening to Jeezy when you was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. 17.5, all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to be like that.
I feel
But then, at this age, it's like I could only get through so much of it because it's like
right.
I hear you. You know what I'm saying? You Jeezy,
You still-
my
you
nigga.
still-
But I don't. I didn't go back to that album. Today, it's hard to get me to go back to a rap album,
Like something that you used to listen to,
or
just
like a new one, like something
okay, I
something
get
that's
what you're saying.
already like
if
locked
somebody
in.
come to you and say, "Oh, did you hear the latest?" Da da da. Go.
I listen
okay,
to
get what
it
you're
and it's
saying.
like, oh yeah, that's cool, but it ain't good enough for me to.
right. See,
bump
we
back, bump
we
back,
was
bump
spoiled, man. We was spoiled.
Yeah, this
We was
music now,
spoiled.
it's almost like it's a recipe. It's like
This
drug,
and that,
drug,
that.
gun, fuck,
Yep.
drug, drug, gun, fuck, drug, drug, gun, fuck.
Now you got to throw a positive one out there because Just like the who was it did the shit with Cole? All my
Dirt.
life.
Lil
Yeah,
Dirt.
like Cole even said he been on some positive shit, like, and that's cool. That's what you. That's
If
cool.
I was gonna listen to a young nigga, it's probably Dirt. Cause
I get down with 21 lightweight.
I fuck
21 be dumping.
21 is cool.
I like Dirt because I done.
But ain't he the one that killing niggas on every song?
Yeah, but I think
But the
I
way
think him
he's-
and his little buddies out there really killing these niggas.
but
though.
Nah, that's cool. I'm not
I
saying
can't
that-
listen to it too much, but it's like if I'm gonna listen to you talk that shit, at
mean,
least
you
make
gonna
me
listen to
believe
him.
it.
It's his
Okay.
wordplay, the way he say stuff that he did and he gon' do and don't name names. To me, it's slick the way he do it.
Is it slick though?
It really is.
Is it slick when you get in that courtroom?
Man, he
Ain't there yet.
been beating the cases.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I think I like him a little because I believe him.
Okay.
I believe
And
him.
that's that real shit again. See, that's what we want. We want that.
Well,
But
And
this
that's why I
is
say
what-
I'm low key a hypocrite.
Yeah, see, we are.
so let's take it to current.
We all are, man.
And I
We
think
all
at some
are,
point,
bro.
I think at some point
But we
he's
have to
going
own it,
to
though.
pivot. I think at some point he's going to pivot.
Well, this the thing.
Dirk. I think at some point he's going to pivot.
So we talking about who really doing what, and we gonna get out of here. We talking about currently Young Thug, right? True story. When I went to Atlanta the first time, we went to a club called La Curl, which is in East Point, off of Cleveland Avenue. And I went in there, and it was pretty much Young Thug people, like that area he's known in. So I listened to his music, but when you get there, you see how serious they really are about their neighborhood and the stuff they rapping. Not saying he did it, but you see the seriousness. And then, but now you see where he's at. So we talking about
I never understood that.
being
either,
real.
bro.
We talking about being real.
Yo hood, yo block.
This is what being real gets you when you rapping and being gangster. And Boosie warned everybody when he got out of prison. He told all the rappers, do not rap and try
So
to
you
be a
feel-
gangster at the
So
same
you
time.
feel like Dirk. So my man said Dirk ain't got caught up yet. You feel like his time could
He
be
did
coming?
get caught. Remember, him and Vine got the case. The case is still open.
Oh.
Vine just got killed.
I don't know what's going to happen to him, but when I do want my fix of that bullshit,
You gonna listen to that? You gonna
I
listen to
take
Dirk?
it. I
That's
take
cool.
I take him for the young cats. I listen to Dirk out of the young ones. And I don't do too much of that. That's like some gym shit. I'm about to
feel
lift
what
some
you're
heavy
saying.
weights. I'm about to listen to Back in Blood while I'm trying to lift
We
this.
all got those the ones like we
Yeah,
all hypocrites about it. Like
some of that shit gonna resonate just because of things I've done or know from the past. So some of it is gonna hit. Now,
Here's
my
how I'm
thing
a
is,
hypocrite.
if I'm listening to shit that I don't want my kids listening to, this shit ain't good.
right.
It's not good.
Here's how I'm a hypocrite, man. I feel you 100% on that. I talk about it, and I admit it. I admit it damn near every week on my show, man, because we have a lot of female guests on there. And I talk about it all the time, how, like, I'll sit there all day, and, you know, in rap music is my dick, my money this, I fuck this many bitches, da-da-da. But as soon as a female get on there and she talk about I suck this, or I fuck this or that, I'm turning it off. Like, so I'm a hypocrite in that regard, and I accept it 100%. I can't help it. It is what it is.
The
I
way-
don't want to hear that shit, but
I want to meet hoes that suck dick. I don't want my daughter doing it.
right.
But this the thing. Men didn't talk so much shit about women
Yeah.
the
yeah.
last 35, 40 years. Why can't the women talk their shit?
No,
as an
I'm
artist,
just saying I'm a hypocrite. That's
but
all.
but
I
as
don't
an
wanna hear
artist,
it. I don't
as an
wanna hear it.
artist,
I don't want to hear it.
as a person that used to do music, I like the females to express themselves how they feel like it,
Right.
just like the
and
men
they should,
do.
and that's cool.
E-
They-
expressing-
and there's a market for them, just like I don't listen to Eminem. I don't. There's a market for it, but
Expressing sexuality is not promoting something bad.
right.
Promoting getting a nigga to the hotel and robbing them is bad.
Mona Lisa,
Like,
Mona
yeah,
Lisa.
you know, if the bitches, if you fucking, you fucking. Everybody do it. Like I might not care to hear my daughter sing this song, but
Right.
one day she gonna be fucking, and I'm not gonna think she's a terrible person for it.
Right.
But now if you talking about some, you know, get these niggas for their money,
I'm gonna think
da da
you
da da
terrible
da.
'cause you
Yeah,
robbed a few
I don't give a
niggas,
fuck
yeah.
about, like, you know, you don't like this nigga, you just like his money.
Yeah.
I don't want my daughter to be like that. I know she gonna fuck one day. I just don't care to know that she's doing it.
Right.
But like I know it's gonna happen.
Right.
Right.
That's how you got. That's
I
how she
would
got
not.
here, shit.
It's like I expect it. I accept it. It is what it is. I would never want her to go sell her pussy though.
You know what
I
they
would not
say?
want
Like,
her
you
to
walk
date
her-
a man because
you
he could buy her a fucking purse.
You walk them down the aisle and give them away to the man that's gonna be tearing their ass up.
All right, I'm handing you to this nigga, I'm serving her up on a platter. You about to go fuck her tonight. You about to fuck her as soon as you leave
The
here.
wedding day, shit.
You about to go on the honeymoon and wear her ass out as
Right.
soon as y'all leave here. I got it. That's cool. But I would hate to hand her to a nigga like, hey, you about
That's
to buy her a
pimping her and
purse?
shit,
Yeah.
or that's-
Oh, you about to buy her a
got her
purse?
outside selling her shit, or
Yeah.
she with you, or she married you because you bought her a purse.
Or she got 10 different niggas because this nigga buy her food and that nigga buy her a bag and that nigga buy her like you don't like none of these niggas. You just here for fucking
y'all
Benny
probably-
Hannas and purses.
I know y'all probably seen the meme on Facebook where it say like, I buy my daughter this or that or whatever, so she ain't impressed with your little trips with your little flights out of town or your little bags and shit like that. Like,
And my thing is like it's a line where you can make it art because art lasts.
right.
When they do it artfully, it
That shit
lasts.
gonna last and it's tasteful.
This other shit, you can see it nowadays. Everything is microwave.
It's gone as quick as it come, a lot of it too. A lot of shit
That
we
shit-
done forgot about already.
Drake's old albums, niggas still playing them.
Yep.
When the last
new
time you
shit-
listened to For All the
The
Dogs?
new shit came in, dog, man, that shit came out. I'm like, I thought it was some more. I'm like, okay, he back to rapping. Nah, you pulled me in with the name, little bastard.
Man, I
He
listened
pulled me
to-
in with the name of it. I'm like, he rapped on there. He had some joints in there, but it's like, you still doing it. It's for the dog, but you singing about. You singing to your dogs? Like, what you mean? It's for all the dogs.
I listened to
I
that
thought he was
album.
rapping, Jay. I thought he was rapping.
I listened to that shit probably one time, almost all the way through.
Almost. Can't even get through
And
an album
I
now,
only
man.
did that because it was Drake.
You know what?
I wanted to turn it off after the first couple songs, but I'm like, this Drake. Like, he gonna have something for me. The nigga, the songs ain't like terrible songs.
Right,
it's just like,
not
nigga,
trash music. It's
I'm
just,
33. I don't want to hear you older
not-
than me. I don't want to hear you rap about this shit.
and don't get it wrong. Ain't nobody saying it's trash music. There's something for somebody to listen to. I can put it on and probably bob my head to it, but it's not gonna get no replay value.
Yeah.
I still got the Busta Rhymes on. That shit dropped in November. That to me was album of the year. The Busta Rhymes joint.
I ain't listening to that.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, shit.
Timbo, I mean just November, but I'm saying
What's it was?
Timbo, Swiss, and Pharrell, bro. That's all you need to know. The whole album.
Oh, yeah?
Timbo, Swiss, and Pharrell. Every joint.
All right, well, y'all leave us a comment. Let us know if hip hop destroyed the black community. Appreciate y'all watching. Hit Show Podcast on all social media platforms.